So brief history lesson here. Basically, this is Sonic 2 beta. This is the beta, in other words, not fully finished version of Sonic 2. Here's the thing, is basically, there's a number of changes in this game. One is if you notice Sonic's running animation, it is different from the full game. You'd have to look up GIFs to see what the difference is, but it is different. The main thing is that with Sonic 2 and Sonic CD, they were originally supposed to be the same game. They're originally going to be this gigantic fucking ass game. The problem is that the teams started to differ in opinion about which way the game should go, and so the two teams split up, and one team became Sonic CD, and the other team became Sonic 2. Which is why if you look at the way the games are, they're pretty different in design and gameplay and so forth. Sonic 2 is more of like a straightforward platformer with more of kind of an almost arcadey feel, whereas Sonic CD is more of like this kind of fantasy, like exploratory type game. You can tell they're really different in the way that they feel. But the game was intended to have time travel. Sonic 2 was intended to have time travel as it was originally part of the Sonic CD game. Which is why, if you go and you play the game, in this beta version, there is a level called Wood Zone. And if you play Wood Zone, you'll notice the music is the Metropolis Zone. The reason it's the Metropolis Zone music is because the Wood Zone was theorized to be the past version of the Metropolis Zone. Get it? So that's why this zone was in the game. And it was theoretically supposed to be the past version of Metropolis Zone. Now, since I totally fucked myself with the wrong button here, I can't really do anything there. And the level actually ends right here. You also notice, if you do it just right, Sonic has a really weird fucking stopping animation. That thing, which is fucking weird. And he just like flips a dip. So you basically die here, because you can't actually do anything else. So, yeah. Right. Sonic's running animation is definitely different too. I just have to kill myself off because I fucked up. Hold on. But yeah, this was gonna be like the past version and stuff like that. God damn it. No, Hidden Palace Zone is mostly finished. Genocide City Zone is just fucking nothing. There's not even anything there. That is the end of the level from what they designed, but I'll be able to show you more here in just a second. Fucking Tails just eating a cock bag. But Sonic 2 Delta isn't official, right? Hold on. How did you get the beta mode on here? I always forgot. I forget how to get beta mode on here. Okay, that's how you get buttfuck mode. Oh, that's 2-player mode if you press with B. So you could activate any level in 2-player mode. But give me a second here. I gotta figure this out. Okay, let's try this again. So now that we got this. Much better. Now I can turn into this and show you the rest of the level. So if we go down here, you can check out this. And here is basically the rest of the level, which is how it's supposed to be. So if you keep going here, you can notice, okay, absolutely fucking nothing. What the hell? I noticed more of the oh, there it is, okay. So as you can see, they actually had parts of the level that were fully done. They actually had like fully done stuff and everything. So if you go up here, you can totally just fucking eat a bag. You can go up here, you can see that there's an actual treadmill that works, animated-wise. It doesn't actually function, but it's actually animated into the game. So I mean, this is in the game code. This is like a beta of the game. This isn't a fan game, remember, this is an official, actual beta of the game, pre-production. So, you know. There's not really much more for this level as far as it goes. So, you're kind of fucked. Yeah, and then you just kind of run into nothingness, because it's like the end of the tile of the level. Oh, and then I guess here's the end of the level. So, that's cool. Yeah, hold on. No, it's not xenophobic. Okay. Well, I cannot believe I actually memorized that code that fast. So here's the next part. Is Green Hill Zone's mostly the same. Hilltop's made the same. This is the big change right here. This is the big change. Hidden Palace Zone was originally supposed to be actually like a level where one of two things are theorized to have happened. One is either that Knuckles was going to be introduced in Sonic 2, which is evident due to the fact that you can connect Sonic and Knuckles with this game and play Knuckles in Sonic 2, which means the code was already there for him. Or it was going to be a level where Tails had some sort of role to play with the Super Emerald. And the Super Emerald is what I'm going to show you here in a minute. This level was shown in many game screenshots because it's actually pretty much fully done. I mean, the level's pretty much done. You can see it's pretty fleshed out, you know, it's like it's there. And this was going to be, now see, the Tails 1-up monitors too also makes people think there's something to do with Tails in there. But it's pretty much done. I mean, there's levels exclusively, or there's monsters exclusively for this. The bridge lights up and shit like that with cool little things and everything. And, you know. Okay, so from what James is saying, it's not the Super Emerald, but, you know. What I'm saying is that it was definitely there for some sort of a purpose. But the weird thing is the way they designed this is it's almost impossible to make that damn jump. So you kind of have to go up here and just do that. And then once you get 100 rings, the Death Egg music plays, which is a total glitch in the programming. I'll take your word on that, James. I haven't looked up stuff on this game in a while. Like, I remembered all this when I was a kid, but I don't know how accurate I am with it now. So I'll definitely take your word on it that that was just a rock to block the tube. But there is the Emerald right there. And if you go down in it, you just fucking drop to nothingness. Notice the Death Egg music is also significantly different from the full game too. Now this is a ramp where I don't really know, maybe a platform is supposed to be there that's supposed to like pull you up. That's what I'm going to theorize because there's like rings up there, but then it just goes into nothingness. If you go through the wall, you can keep on going. And eventually, I believe there's an end to the level here. Huh, I thought there was an end to the level. I guess not. There is a level 2 though. So hold on. I believe Hidden Palace Zone Act 2 or 1 or whatever has more shit in it. You start off in the wall, but... Oh, I didn't activate debug mode. What the balls? I thought I did. Oh, I thought I got the big lift. There we go. Now, if you keep on going past this, you're stuck in a wall when you initially start, but you can actually come out of it, and you can see it's pretty much the exact same layout as level 1, except now a bunch of shit's missing, like some of the lights and stuff like that, and there's no actual monsters. So, yeah, so it's pretty nuts. It's pretty nuts that all this stuff's in the game. There's the, like one of the lifts and stuff like that. And then another, oh yeah, here's the waterfall. So here's one lift, and then it's supposed to lift you up there, and then here's an actual waterfall thingy. It's pretty cool. And then more of the level that's buried underwater now. So I mean, you know, pretty interesting shit in my opinion. And then another big change was the, where are you at? The Casino Night Zone was significantly different in the palettes it used, as well as the music sounding derpy as fuck. So as you can see, the palettes and graphics it used were very, very significantly different, to say the least. The level is clearly unfinished, as it's just a bunch of fucking, like, stuff. But, very, very different. It's basically a random assortment of like chunks of data. Tails got fucking owned. So this is kind of a epileptic seizure type looking thing here. That's about it. Yeah, for that level. One thing was that you had Dust Hill Zone, which was a rumored level for many, many years, and maybe you can correct me on this, people in the chat, but from what I remember, it was something along the lines of, it was meant to be put in the game, but then it got altered heavily, or it got moved to Sonic CD, I believe. That Dust Hill was like supposed to be a level in Sonic CD, and it kind of got split between the games or something like that. And I know that Taxman tried to fit it in Sonic CD. The remade version for 2011 is sort of like a Easter egg, but he wasn't able to do it. He can only get like a picture in there. So it's basically Mystic Hill Zone. This is not a glitchy version of Sonic. This is a pre-production version. So in other words, this is what the game was supposed to be. Like, or not supposed to be, but this is stuff they had to take out of the final copy of the game. So as you can see, this is kind of like weird and shit like that. And I just died because I'm dumb. So this is also significantly different in Well, from what I remember, it wasn't a hoax more than it was a mock-up of the level. It wasn't an actual active level, but it was a mock-up is what I remember it being. Wow, I'm just fucking terrible. Jesus Christ. And so the last thing I have to show you here is the Fabled Genocide City zone, which for many years, people wondered what the fuck was up with the zone, because look at the name of that level. You've got Genocide City in a Sonic game. It's called Genocide, you know? I mean, so people had all these theories for years that it was like some horribly violent, gory level that had to be axed in the game super early. But what it turned out to be was it was just basically another like Death Eggy looking level. It was just all, you know, technology, like Metropolis Zone, basically. If you look at the mock-ups for it and like the drawings, which kind of sucks because I was like, holy shit, man, Genocide City, it's gonna be like fucking dead bodies everywhere type thing. But it was taken out of the game so early that it's literally nothingness. It's just nothingness as far as the eye can see. So it was already removed from the game at this point. And as far as I've read, and as far as anybody knows, there was never a gameplay available version of the zone, or if there was, it was taken out so early that there's not a copy of it that exists that actually has it, unfortunately. So, we will never know. We will never know. But that is... That is Sonic 2 Beta.